Feels pretty good. And he's going to take, I think, a week off, he said, head home, see the wife and his dog, and come back for the main and, you know, the big stuff like the 25K horse and whatnot.
Yeah, Mike Gordinsky with a little bit of a Band-Aid for the bleeding as it pertains to his bankroll with a huge win in the 10K horse. You can watch that whole final table on PokerGo.com exclusively. It was a really, really fun watch. Shout out everyone here. I see Jason. I see Not Sure. Wes W. Our moderators, Christy and Russell, with us again. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I've just been told, we're down to final 23 already. So
I mean, just flying.
It's been an absolute blaster show here in the Millie Maker. Started today with just over 40 players. The plan initially was to play down to the final 5. We'll see how play develops here today. Obviously, these payouts are absolutely massive, and I will run you through those to give you a sense of what's at stake here today. The final 23 right now are guaranteed to take home at least $55,000. That is not a bad payout for a $1,500 investment. But then those payouts climb quickly up to $107,000 for the final 11. And if you make the final 6, you get $287,000. Tomorrow then, streaming as well for free, we got $1 million for second and $1.2 million for first place. Picking the action up here. Matrai from Hungary in a hand against a man who made name for himself with a deep run in the WSOP main event. Andreas Kniep, who goes by Rayo.
Oh, yes.
And Rayo is our current chip leader at the table.
2021, last time the World Series of Poker was at the Rio. Kniep took 18th place for $305,000. He also has a WPT final table under his belt. He also cashed pretty deep in the 2018 WSP main event, 173rd place there. I believe he was or is a Google engineer.
I mean, he looks like an engineer, programmer, wizard.
Oh, yes. I mean, he looks like a wizard, for sure. He's probably solved a lot of things that we would never even think about solving.
Yeah, worked at Google for a long time, was involved with SpaceX, and has recently made the switch to crypto-focused projects. Obviously a very bright man. I believe he is based out of San Francisco, California, but originally from Germany. Donnie, we got those beautiful baby blues in play again today.
Yeah, we got the pink ones too. We got orange, we got green, we got everything.
We got 4 colors still in play. Let's decipher these colors for the people at home. We're playing 200K, 400K with a 400K big blind ante. The average stack right now at this table is 33 big blinds, so still plenty of room left to play.
Chip's giving me tropical Skittles vibes.
I like
greens
that.
are 25Ks, the blues are 100K. I think it's the orange are 500 and the pinks are $1 million, or it's vice versa. Pinks are 500, the orange are $1 million. One of the other.
King 7-7 on the flop here. Kniep is going to flop top pair. Darwin's in a PokerGo chat says, boy, do I miss Vegas. 16 days of firing tourneys wasn't enough. Yeah, but then if you decide to move here and live here, then you might get swallowed up by the action. So, keeping it exciting by visiting every now and then is probably the right choice. Definitely my favorite set of chips, Donnie, at the WSOP. These colors just really jump out at you.
Oh, yes.
At first, I really thought I was going to miss the old sets at the Rio.
No, these are great.
But these are really, really nice.
You're missing shipping and handling. It's going to be 25,000.
One of our... Also, we've gotten used to the absolute chaos mayhem that was the seniors event for the last 2 days.
Yeah, but, I mean, the seniors took a little bit of time, 10 seconds. I mean, not everything was snap, 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 snap. I mean, you just can't be doing that when the stakes are this big and you're playing for this much money, because you're just going to open yourself up to being exploited a lot. So
I feel like we should put Dan Heimiller in that open seat, Donnie.
Yeah, why not?
Give Dan Heimiller a stack.
He is out there in the 3K, in the money.
Wow.
You know, must have late regged and spun it up, so we can put him in there.
Dan Heimiller runs it for a while. Right now, it seems like he's on a streak. If you're with us in the chat, let us know if you enjoyed our coverage of the seniors event. We had 2 fun days of action from that event. The Super Seniors is streaming on Friday night on PokerGo.com, so that should also be a fun one. I was kind of surprised by how much fun that event was.
Very fun.
Stausholm raising it up to 800K.
You can only see the 4 of spades. Would have to assume ace of spades very likely. Possibly pocket 4s here.
Raise 2.2 million.
And then Rayo's going to come with a 3-bet in position. Makes it 2.2 million.
Action back on Stausholm, so it seems, after Javier Zarco folded over there in the 9th seat. Zarco, an accomplished player from Spain. Has plenty of experience deep in events. For people in the chat, please give us some suggestion on what the APC stands for on Stausholm's hat. Do your worst.
All right, I'm going to lean that this is pocket 4s due to the flat. But
Ace
so
4,
we'll
ace 4 spades, more of a 4-betting hand.
I would lean that he would be more inclined to 4-bet that.
Action goes check, check. King of clubs on the turn. This now, of course, giving Kniep the jack for Broadway on the river, potentially.
Also a good card for him to represent here. That king coming off. You know, you can check behind the ace-kings on that flop if you would like.
Getting a few fun suggestions for what APC stands for. Always puts chips. A poker cap, another perfect champ, and Kniep's gonna bet 1.9 million, and he takes this one down. He extends his chip lead, sits on 25.8 million chips, which is 64 big blinds. Neo Raiko is asking, is there an option to listen to the poker table without the commentary? I'm sorry, there's not.
There's a mute button.
As you might have noticed, they have not said a single word at this table, so you haven't missed anything. Sometimes it is hard to predict how a tournament will break.
I ran the half, thinking that I was going to build up to the whole thing, and then after running the half, I was like, nah, I'm good. Half is enough.
There's one thing though is like
Not fun.
when you know you can run on carbs, carbohydrates for like so long, and that's just one thing that you don't experience when you run half. After like 30K, or, you know how long it takes your body, 35K, then where it's in German called the man with the hand.
Yeah.
So that's something. It's cool to have
Hit the
experience.
wall.
Shouldn't happen in a half.
No. I mean, it kind of did to me because I went no.
Matakis, in desperate need of some chips, finds ace-king offsuit, down to just 13 big blinds.
9 in the morning or something. I usually don't get up to like 1 or something, so it's kind of
Might be a hand he just wants to move all in with here. He's going to go with the raise.
Zarco very meticulous, giving his queen ten of spades some serious thought here. Javier Zarco has 3.2 million in career tournament earnings. He is 8th on Spain's all-time money list. His biggest result, Donnie, was a second-place finish in this very event back in 2015.
Wow, look at that.
Back then, this event paid out $1 million only to the winner. Adrian Buckley took home $1.2 million, and Zarco collected $791,000. Olivier Busquet finished in 3rd that year. Eric Lindgren finished 7th in 2015. This year, he also made a deep run. We lost him just before the stream started. Kniep defended from the big blind. Flop comes down, Jack 9-10. Matakis still with the best of it.
450,000.
Matakis takes it down with a small bet, and he manages to chip up just a little bit. Like, who makes the final table and brings out the chance, brings out the lively rail? The sort of era from like 2010 until 2015, I feel like the Brits always had the loudest rails.
Yeah, they were chanting nonstop, drinking, shoe bombs. Like, I mean, it was nonsense.
A lot of shame and clothing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, option.
If you're watching our stream on YouTube right now, please hit that like button on our video. Let's get to 500 likes here in the next hand. However more likes we get and more subscribers we get, however more streams we can do for you guys.
You know who had a really good rail recently? Kind of, I didn't expect it. Marcin Horecki
Oh yeah,
out of Poland.
The
Won a
Pol-
bracelet last night. Beat Mike Matisow. Pretty lively rail on both sides. A lot of people in Mike Matisow's corner. And then a lot of people, I'm assuming, all Polish, coming out for their guy.
I mean, their winner photo had like 30 people in it. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, I think there was one gentleman that wasn't because he got thrown out of here last night, which was a bit of a situation, but yeah.
Can you guys let us know when it's live so I can send the link on YouTube? Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
2 players.
Ace King 4 on the flop here
Yep.
in a blind battle between Stousholm and Kniep. Ace King 4, 1 diamond. Diamonds, of course, could get Stousholm into the most trouble here. Stousholm has limped before the flop. Kniep made it 1.3 million, and the call was made. Donnie, with a pair and backdoor flush and straight draws, do you think Stousholm is likely to take off another card here?
Yeah, 500,000.
Yeah, I think it depends on sizing. There we see 500K into 3 million, so very small sizing here. I think it's certainly acceptable for Stousholm to come along here.
Oh,
And there is the call. 10 of clubs on the turn. If Kniep does bet here, I would expect sizing up as opposed to the sizing down that he did on the flop. I think you probably do have to credit some queen jacks here in the range for Stousholm. That said, you do want to deny equity to some backdoor draws that might come in. You know, example, what if Stousholm has the 5-4 clubs instead of the 5-4 diamonds? Now he's got a backdoor draw.
bet 2.3 million.
2.3, a little more than half pot there from Kniep, and that gets the job done. He does size it up nicely.
When I saw my hand, I thought it was the right course.
Nice hand, though.
I mean, I believe you.
I guess
You
that's
invested
relative.
some chips in there. was thinking 3 or 2 3s of Rayo, and maybe 2-1. Second one big, so one bigger too. So I can shamefully chuck behind.
Reminder, 10,416 entries in this tournament. So final 20 players, quite a long ways away from where they started.
It's so insane.
Largest Millionaire Maker in history and the largest ever $1,500 buy-in tournament at the WSOP.
See, now I know where my mistake came from earlier, because I remember this being the biggest of something ever. So
Yeah.
now you've put me back on track. It was the biggest $1,500 buy-in tournament ever, and the biggest Millie Maker ever. Of course, not the biggest total as far as entries because of the events you mentioned, Donnie, the Gladiator, the Mystery Bounty.
How much do they have?
Of course, we are on track, if you have to believe all the rumors and all the speculation, for the biggest main event ever. I saw, by the way, Joe Hashem in town, playing a round of golf with Matt Stavich today. Chris Moneymaker in town, Jamie Gold in town. I've seen Greg Raymer here already. I feel like all the former champs are lining up to play in the main event. I've seen Jacobson and Ryan Reese. I've seen Greg Merson here. Tons of former winners in the mix. Of course, Espen Jorstad, the reigning champ, representing very well, making deep runs in some of the high rollers. Stausholm raising the button to 1 million. Now that he has chips again, he goes right back to his aggressive strategy. If you're in Kniep's shoes here, Donnie. Good 3-bet spot.
Could be, yeah. I mean, ace-9 off is not the easiest hand to play. He's going to come with it here. I like it.
Raise 4 million.
These spots tend to get me in trouble because if I'm kind of in the middle, I usually lean the more aggressive side. Here, of course, we see that's going to get through for Kniep. And Stausholm quickly lays it down, the ace-5 off.
Kniep has not played many flops.
No.
He's been selectively aggressive, has maintained his stack, and is still our chip leader, even though nothing really notable has happened with him.
Yeah, he's in a really good position chip-wise where he's got now, you know, just about 10 million more than anyone else at the table. Second place at this table being Javier Zarco, but he can leverage his position a lot, his stack a lot, you know, and doesn't have to be super aggressive. It's kind of like just the fear that at any point, Kniep could bust you.
Right.
You know, and that's always scary when you get down to these situations.
Maker, final 2 tables. We're streaming until the end of the night, which is likely going to take us down to the final 5 players.
Huh?
These are all the ones that we gave you to color up.
I mean, I had like 10 of these.
I took some of those to color up the greens.
They got rid of all the greens, so Euros got distributed because they only have so many orange.
Oh.
Rayo
Okay. 6.
losing a few of his orange chips and get some extra blues in return.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
My
Sorry.
stack is good. His stack is good.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Right. It was like obviously less one.
I definitely took some of those orange ones. Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, we are down to the final 16 players, 2 tables of 8. Lots of money on the line in this event. The final 16 players are each guaranteed $68,523.
Yeah. Wow.
The final 11 will get paid $107,000, and then of course those epic pay jumps at the top 5, 373, then 501, 650, $1 million for second place, and 1.2 million for first.
I think it's fine. Queen answer that.
All right, back underway here with Matrai raising it up with King Jack offsuit. Stausholm once again looking for a comeback as Kniep finds Ace King offsuit. So far, the German who resides in San Francisco does not miss. Whenever he gets involved, he's on the winning side of things. Stacks have gotten a bit shallower since raising the blinds to 300K, 600K. Three bet there from Kniep. Makes it 3.2 million. Try lets it go, and once again Kniep does it without showdown. Adds a little bit to his stack. Easy to root for this guy.
Always good to win one.
Upbeat, jovial, cheery.
Even better with Shitty here.
Drives a little bit of the conversation at this quiet table.
Because you look
Második, negyedik.
Nice to
happy
hear.
that I win a pot even though you were the one losing. Yeah.
You can donate to the cause at any time.
Yeah. Just like oh.
Kniep here coming in with a raise, king 10 off. He hasn't been too aggressive. Zarko's got that ace 5 of spades that he had earlier. This time puts it into the muck. Doesn't want to.
He's learned his lesson.
Yeah, doesn't want to get too crazy with it this time around.
Lo siento por Wayne. Ayer me enteré que tenías el free roll. Sweet. Vaya puta bola, tío. Y no he visto el mismo. No se le puede tener en cuenta. Sí, sí, sí. Está ya en el mix, ¿no? Es que es un torneazo.
Kniep raising with king 10 off suited to 1.2 million. Benoit in the big blinds 5-4 off. Can't see him getting involved here, but potentially wants to see a flop here for the small investment of one big blind.
Ahora tengo con 14 M, sí, 20 y pico. Entré aquí con 26, con 24 millones. Sí, está bien.
Ace 8-3, 2 clubs on the flop.
Nada, le enchufé
Wheel draw for
por el push
Benoit.
Y que veré ahí unos miles. Tenía damas el amigo, ahí estaba en
Good
10.
flop here, though, for Kniep to want to continue as the pre-flop raiser. Does have the king of clubs in his hand, which does deny some possible flush draw combos for Benoit.
Luego le vi el Gendomov. Claro, no sé quién es Smirnov, ese es un mítico, está Anton Smirnov. Pero le he visto el Gendomov.
Smaller flop sizings seem to be the way that Kniep wants to generally approach these when he is the pre-flop aggressor. Here it was 900 into 3.3 million.
Y perdías damas suited contra 8s, también para ponerme en 32 millones.
Benoit gives it up, and Kniep takes this one down.
I mean, I'm going to say this again. This man doesn't miss. So far, he's been chipping up very nicely. He's won 7 hands at this feature table during our stream so far. The most of any player at the feature table.
He's always like, oh, you win one? Yes, yes.
A very solid player, as I guess is pretty evident. Oh no, we're gonna lose Rayo here.
See ya.
Balancing tables. This must mean that we've lost a player at the outer table. We're down to the final 2 tables. Once we reach the final 10, we're going to combine for a final table.
Would be preferable that way.
Jordan Somerville does make a good point. A7, lucky he didn't open shove. I mean, could have happened because those stacks behind him were shorter. Obviously, we know that Matrai would have stuck his money in with the ace-king of hearts. Been bad news for Benoit.
Looks like we lost Pawan Fang from the outer table in 16th place. Takes home $68,000. Fang was all in.
good to go. We're going to start the clock.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are down to the final 10 players here in the record-setting World Series of Poker Millionaire Maker Tournament. My name is Donnie Peters. I am joined alongside by Remco. Remco will step out of the room for a brief moment, but he'll be back shortly. Remco did promise a giveaway when we got to 3,000 likes on the video. I see 3,000 likes. We'll wait till Remco goes back. I want him to be able to run the giveaway. It's his little baby, okay? So know that that giveaway is coming. Do know that when we do the giveaway, you enter the giveaway by chatting in the YouTube chat. Therefore, you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel in order to chat. So get that out of the way right now because it does take a couple of minutes to kick in. That subscriber mode for the chat. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And then when Remco gets back, I'll alert him that we are up over 3,000 likes. And then we will do the giveaway for 5 monthly subs to PokerGo.com.
16.8.
Getting right into the action here. Michael Orr, all in with pocket nines. Andreas Kinep, also known as Rayo, is going to go all in himself with ace king. Here we go. We are off and running with 10 players left.
50-50, 50-50.
Michael Orr, the player at risk here, up against Rayo Kinep. Classic flip right now. Nines versus ace king. Here we go. Queen, 3, deuce, all spades. Neither player holding a spade. Could run out spade for a chop, but we'll see how it goes. A little bit of a celebration there from Kinep, but not out of it yet. Got to fade a 9 on the river. The on the river is going to eliminate Michael Orr in 10th place. He takes home $100,000.
Final table! Official final table!
You hear the cheers there from the rail.
C'est barré, tant pis, je m'en bats les couilles. Je le connais pas. Je le connais pas, je m'en bats les couilles.
Could not be any different from the draws. The drawn out down 14 down to 10, and all of a sudden we are down to 9.
Final table!
Ladies and gentlemen, are you
We have it in our stats.
Stick around.
Final, the official final table. Yeah. I don't know if you ever made a final table before?
While we were out,
Official final table.
giveaway's coming.
Congrats, everybody.
One final
Official
table. Whatever happens.
Remco's making
That's
it in front.
156,000.
I made sure to remind everyone that
Oh my
entering the
God.
giveaway, you gotta be a subscriber, you gotta
On
chat.
your cost, but I mean.
Hopefully they took care of that. So I think you are free to run the giveaway whenever you want at this point.
How about we give away an annual stuff?
We're good.
A couple of years ago, we had players falling over the rail. This night seems to be heading in that direction as well as Riberchamp picks up pocket jacks.
Aren't you guys happy we made the switch to stream the Millionaire Maker?
I mean, this is just mental.
Rayo here, playable ace-3. I mean, chip position, I could see him just ripping this, to be honest. Wow, okay,
Wow.
Let's go with it.
Just ripping it. Riberchamp makes the call.
Here we go.
Fans are going mental, but jacks not out there. If you guys can still hear us at home, yeah, where's that club? Where's that club on the turn?
Still possible here.
I thought I learned from your buddy how to play. You know what I mean? That's what you do.
Depends on who's left. Yeah, exactly. Depends on who's left.
Well, back at it
If it's like me and you left, it'll be a nice piece for it.
Let's do it. That's what I want.
I know it's okay.
Although my buddy shit out, and he'll cheer, but by himself, it's not going to be good.
Who needs commentators, Donnie? They can't even hear us.
What are you doing here? Chip lead.
With that pot going Sean's way, Knepp has slipped to second in chips. Plusov is now the chip leader.
This is my favorite kind of poker. Absolutely mental scenes here from the Horseshoe. If you happen to be in Vegas, you better come down right now to experience this.
Médecin à chaque fois. Là, Jamy.
6.9 behind.
32.
All in?
32.
Well, Knepp just moving all in here from the button.
C'est bon, on a le droit de pas souffrir aussi, non?
Before dinner was the complete opposite of what this is.
Hot kilans,
Absolutely insane.
bölet kishvok.
It was slow, it was methodical, there was a lot of ICM spots, a lot of awkwardness, stack sizes. Some people were super, super short. People were trying to ladder up pay jump. We've now gotten down to the final table here, and it's just been absolute chaos ever since.
Oscar.
Raise the 2 million.
Knepp finds ace-3 suited here, raising it up to 2 million. Gotta love that suited ace.
Не, ну этот пошел напрягать чувака, а не может же как бы заставляться все равно.
Action on Smirnov. We haven't seen his cards yet.
Я подумал, что рука как раз годится. Да, да, я понимаю, но я ж с ним играл. Ну, сейчас тут там разные, в принципе, мог и колом сыграть, но в бассейне вроде через 3Б часто играются. И как бы тут есть пару таких покороче, знаешь, он не будет там особо.
Looks like we're getting involved here. Oh, wow.
Here we go.
That is a committing type stack potentially going into the middle here. Smirnov, king of clubs at least, raising it up to 7 million.
You have 3 or 4 stacks of them. 3 of them.
La chance.
All right, the German is going to let this one go. Let me remind you to please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Only then can you be eligible for the giveaway. At the end of the upcoming hand, we'll do the draw. I want my rail to be turned just like this. If I ever final table with a milli up top, you can't blame them. This is a sick one.
Beep.
Coutinho finds king-queen suited here under the gun. A raise here is going to look rather strong, Donnie, off a 16 big blind stack.
Yeah, but king-queen suited certainly a hand that you can come in raising. The 1.2 million big blind, now he comes in with the min raise to 2.4 million.
quick couple of folds over to the blinds.
2.4.
Thank you, thank you.
Coutinho picks this one up.
No, Rayo's going to defend.
Oh, sorry. Covering his cards like that, I thought he was out of the mix for a second there as I'm paying too much attention to the chat.
Ace, 6-4, 2 clubs. Coutinho flopping very much the best of it here. He maintains his lead, picks up a flush draw. Good spot for him to continue as well. 1.2. And that quickly folds, and the Brazilian takes it.
Не, я понимаю, но он же не знает, как бы, он знает только то, что я свою фотку в том споте. Он не знает, как я буду на это реагировать. Все.
Meanwhile, we're playing 600K, 1.2 million with a 1.2 million big blind ante. Price of poker continuing to go up.
Aggression here on the button from Knip. Queen 3 off, but it's not going to slow him down.
Tu prends le as-valet, je pense.
Try going to make the call here from the big blind. Queen 10. Not that he necessarily knows it, but he's in a dominating spot here. 8, 6, 5, 2 clubs, 1 spade. We try checks.
King 10 offsuit, huh?
Oh yeah, A7 off. Let's go.
2.2 million's the bet, and Matrai gives it.
With like 4 short stacks.
Non, non, non. Non, ça va, en vrai. Je sais pas.
He's following all my advice.
Hein? C'est mieux que David, ouais.
Picking up out
Yeah,
there.
I think
No.
as some of the tournaments start wrapping up around the Horseshoe and Paris, the rail is growing. I mean, Donnie, you've walked by there on our break.
It's madness out there.
It's complete madness out there.
You can barely see the. You can't see the table. There's so many people.
I love that we have the option this year with the Horseshoe table to provide some additional streaming. Don't leave them hanging. All right, there you go. As you might remember from last year, there was 2 tables in this Horseshoe sort of bullpen type area.
Yeah, it was a little cramped in there.
Yeah, it was.
You know, so made some changes. Went with 1 table in there. Aces here for Rayo.
Let's see if Rayo can pick up a few chips here.
Ok, c'est marrant. Ok. Chapeau, il a pas peur non plus.
2.4 comes in for the min raise.
Je crois qu'il se chauffe un chouïa trop quand même. J'ai 1 million, j'ai 30 millions. 31 millions. Pas trop.
Winning the minimum with aces.
Ils ont tous doublé quoi, donc ils ont tous doublé. Genre lui il doit avoir 17, lui il doit avoir... Non, lui il doit avoir un peu moins. Il doit avoir 12, lui peut-être. Je sais pas.
Knep gets it done.
Il n'y a pas de... Tout est un peu close quoi.
How unlucky is that? Me, I'm playing all this shit and then I have a hand for once.
Rayo turns to his rail and says, it's a bit unlucky.
Bullshit is this?
Quase o pai vai.
Picking up aces after being relatively
Andy's
active.
here. Take this one down.
Button's good.
Oh my God, Donnie, did you see that? He just smashed his drink on the rail. Yeah, you better pretend like you're still drinking from that. He just walks off. He's like, no, that wasn't mine.
Okay, then.
Okay, see you later, buddy.
All we ask is that you don't break anything.
What was that?
And then he breaks something.
What was that?
Earlier, we had to have the tournament pause because someone spilled a Gatorade all over the outer table. Now we got drinks being broken all over the rail.
Oh my God. That was insane.
Just say you don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
You don't know this. You don't know.
Those drinks aren't cheap either, Donnie. He just wasted 30 bucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Stop at 44.
was it even his drink?
44.
I mean, he either walked off stage in embarrassment or to try and find a towel to clean up the mess. It's one of those two. Kniep, meanwhile, raising it up with ace-10 offsuit. Action on Plessuv with king-5 of spades. Yeah, there it is. We got some towels coming in. Cleanup duty. At least it wasn't on the table as Plessuv comes in for a 3-bet. Plessuv playing his stack, playing his position, applying pressure on the other players. That was a tricky one from Kniep, Donnie. Did you see that? He asked for a verification of the raise, and then he threw his thumb up. But like he threw his thumb up to like agree with that he heard what he said. But you know and I know that there are dealers that say, oh, that's binding. That's a motion of raising. Of course, he lets it go. I wouldn't be surprised if all the Hungarians got thrown out of the room at this point.
Depois veja o que esse cara abriu do button. Quem? Esse Pavel abriu do button. Agora? É na mão que eu foldei. Não, outra mão. Que eu foldei. Tu foldou o quê? Naquela. Ah, que o Pavel tá no button.
Action folds over to Mull Alley in the small blind with king-4 offsuit. We're down to the final 8 if you're just tuning in. This is the final table of the Millionaire Maker. The top 2 players will receive at least $1 million payout. Donnie, if you're Kniep, you got to fight back with a7 offsuit here, right? You got to just at least kick it up a little bit.
3.9.
Yes. He does, and we get the insta-fold.
Thank you.
Here's a look at PokerGoPlay.com. Go check it out. It's our free-to-play poker game on PokerGoPlay.com.
1 million. The pink.
The night is far from over yet. The original plan is to play 10 levels or down to the final 5, whatever comes first. No matter what happens, we will finish out this stream tomorrow for you guys. Donnie, I just worry a little bit. When you bring this final table back, let's say we get down to 5 or 6 tomorrow, how will we recreate the energy?
I think we got to rely on the rail.
So for some day drinking?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they won't go to bed.
Coutinho picks one up here in another blind battle. The buy-in for this event was $1,500. As Donnie mentioned earlier in the stream, this is the largest $1,500 buy-in event in history of the World Series of Poker. There were 10,430 players in this event. We're down to the final 8. The final 8 are all guaranteed to take home at least $173,000. Next player out, 220. Wow, and he picks up jacks on the very next hand. Rebouchon charging up the chip counts here. 36.8 million, looking to close the gap with Kniep ahead of him. By the way, we've got a really international final table going on right now. We've got 2 Americans at this table, the rest all from different countries. We got Moldova, Germany, France, Russia, Brazil, and Hungary representing right now. Show us your flags in the chat, or let us know if you're from any of those countries. We'd love to see.
$6.8.
Oh, here we go, 6.8 million. Germany is going to fight back.
I feel like Rayo has never seen a suited ace he doesn't like. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Shades of land and Tice coming through, you know.
No, if it's land and Tice territory, it needs to be a wheel card, Donnie. You know that.
I said shades.
Shades, yeah, we're not right quite there. Land and Tice busting with ace-5 suited whenever he can. Action back on Rebouchon. Donnie, you're going up against a very similar stack. Wow, Rebouchon moves all in.
Understandably so. 2 jacks.
But
Money
Donnie,
in.
I know it's jacks. I know it's a very strong hand. ICM is absolutely mental right here.
I think at this point, jacks are just too good. You have to go for it. You've seen Kniep has been willing to play some looser hands more aggressively. So if he has you bet better there, I mean, nice answer.
There we go. Kniep on the button here. Queen jack off. Of course, has to be a little bit concerned about try shoving, Donnie.
24. 2.4.
Is that 24 binding there?
24, I mean, 2.4 million.
Yeah, but he has 24 million in his stack.
We know what he means.
Oh, 13 more likes to hit 4,000, and it's during this hand, so you guys are pulling through. I love to see it.
Did you swap my stack?
I don't think I touched your stack. Huh? No, I mean, like, earlier you had, I think, 30, I had 44. Now it's
A little refresher on. Action folds over to Kniep with ace-jack offsuit. The man who goes by Rayo has not had a whole lot going on for him at the final table, but still very comfortable with 34.8 million chips.
Breja, patrão. Vai tomar.
Не, ну я вроде не аккуратно. Ты не видел, да?
Oh wow, Gunnis finds ace-queen offsuit in the big blind. He's sitting on 18 big blinds.
Ну понятно.
How much did you
Likely see a 3-bet jam here.
36, maybe?
Good spot for Gunnis.
24, 26, 32.
We have seen
plus
Knepp is willing
24.
to open up worse than ace-queen for sure.
Looks like Gunnis is confirming his own chip count to himself. Doesn't want to make any rash decisions here.
You?
20,500,000, including the
20 million?
including the blind. All in.
He does move all in here. Rayo's starting to get a little bit frustrated here, Donnie.
Yeah, things don't seem to be working out for him as he had hoped. You know, was a bit ago, but he remember when he opened the aces, everyone folded.
I didn't hear 21.
20 million.
Times when he is opening, you know, kind of more vulnerable hands, I guess I'll say. It's been getting played back yet, so. Once was the chip leader, he once was second in chips, now he's down in that middle area of the counts. He's going to give this one up.
I mean, you got to stay disciplined at this point. You know, you got to not overplay your hands.
Of course, but it's still, you know, it's hard to take at times.
Yep.
You know, you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to get your chip stack moving in the right direction. And, you know, it seems like the times when you're trying to be aggressive, people seem to be waking up with better hands.
24 and 5.
Times when you have a good hand, you're not getting played back at. You know, it's just,
That's
the breaks of poker, man.
Looks like the players are going to go on a short break. All right. I don't want that break, but I guess they have to use the bathroom, so
30 is this, and
final hand before the break. Mullally in the small blind with 6-5 offsuit.
É, eu sei. Barril, né? 7-7. Se fosse 10 blinds, teria pago. 10 blinds não pagaria?
Acho que não, mano.
Hã?
Acho que não, mano.
26.
Just going to make the call here. 9-8 and 6-5.
Valeu, mano.
Feels like a fair fight.
Yeah, pretty fair. Advantage to the position, of course.
Não sei nem se era pra
Two
abrir essa
healthy
porta,
stacks
não.
as well.
Rayo looks like he could
Acho que
be
abrir duas seguidas,
Mullally's
mas
dad.
respeito ali, tal, sabe? É.
Fatherly figure, Rayo. Looks like a kind person.
Passou do Pavel, eu falei.
Love to go have a beer with him. Ace-Ace-5 on the flop. Mullally takes the lead here with a pair of fives.
Eu só abri realmente. É.
E tem uma parada que esses caras, quando tá muito short e dá esse metade do stack, às vezes, é uma parada gigante, tá ligado?
Cadê Ganko? Ô, Ganko.
Bet from Mullally, quick fold.
All right, and that sends us into a 15-minute. Let me remind you of what's directly at stake here. The final 8 players are receiving $173,000. The final 7 will get $222,000. As soon as we lose one more player, play will be done for tonight, and it will resume tomorrow with our stream at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Some quick math here. 11 p.m. Central European time.
You can handle all that, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt my head.
Probably like lunchtime in Australia. Let us know in the chat who you're rooting for. It's been one heck of a ride today, and we cannot wait to run it back again tomorrow to find out who's going to win this. And look at this. Rayo finds ace-king suited. He's had a rough go at it, Donnie.
He has. Kind of switch it up a little bit here. Come in with a limp.
Non, il est derrière. Il a 20. Oui.
Coutinho checks the 5 deuce off.
Ça, c'est une
King, queen, 7 with 1 spade. Knepp continues to have the best of it here, only improving. Top pair. Backdoor straws, and his Brazilian counterpart has a whole bunch of 5 high.
Il gagne la register race. Il gagne à la register race.
Look at Rayo playing a coy, getting Coutinho to invest a few chips here.
Yep, and a good spot for him to, you know,
Can I ask you, what's the plan
continue
for
to
time
keep his
tomorrow?
hand concealed. He could just call here, which
Like around 12
probably what
or
I expect.
Later, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Never mind.
Okay. No, I'm all hands for later. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
The check min raise, enough to take it down here. Rayo finally wins one. Back up to 34.8 million chips.
Showdown at all. Two prior cashes at the World Series of Poker this year for Gunnis.
Before they started, minus the blind.
He also had a deep run in the BetMGM Poker Championship that we live streamed that concluded at the PokerGo studio. He took 27th there. Bit of a mixed game, guys, too. Won a 10-game mixed
Roughly the same, right?
event. A high roller, $3,000 buy-in at the Lodge.
Oh,
in May.
Love to hear about that. One of our commenters on PokerGo chat says, Gunnis is an absolute killer. I play with him a bunch. It's his tournament to win. I mean, he's off to a hot start here at the start of the final table. Can't deny that. We're going to see a flop here. Ace, Jack, 4 rolls off the deck. Mullally flops a pair of jacks.
Je can't wait. Mike, es sûr? Mike, je sais qu'il va faire des bons rapports. Sur ton téléphone, du coup, quand ça sera lancé. 40.
Limp here from 21-year-old Mullally.
I flashed the ace queen of spades. You saw that.
Raises it up.
One of the 3-bet reference.
Or sorry.
Oh, comment se passe?
It was limp check and then check bet. Call on the flop.
Jamais,
My fault.
Jamais, pourquoi il fait chaud? Du vol quand...
King of spades on the turn. 2 spades now. Knep turning a flush draw. Mullally once again checking. He's got a pair of jacks, 8 kicker. Mr. Sir says, is Mullally trapping? Not necessarily trapping, but playing it conservative, you know. Second pair on the board, 8 kicker. Now it's third pair. I mean, do you have to go crazy? No. Sizing up here on the turn from Knep. Mullally gives it up. Look at this.
What's going on here? What?
You'll love it.
All right, Rayo getting his fans involved here on the rail. And like we said, it was a rowdy one last night. And of course, fans are still getting warmed up here. It is early in the afternoon in Las Vegas, but we are in it for a good one. I feel as though no matter who gets the heads-up play, it's going to be exciting no matter.
Think if you're Smirnoff, you have to be prepared. We see the unicorn right there. Look at that
Oh,
thing.
wow.
It's like 7 feet tall. You'll love it. Absolutely love it.
Look at the captain there in the middle.
Oh, yes.
We've got a very colorful reel. What is this, Burning Man? Burning Man scenes breaking out as the chat is wondering about the age of Mullally. Donnie, he's 21 years old, turned 21 in December.
21 in December. He only has results on his Hendon Mob this year, starting in January. So turned 21, hit the ground running, has a handful of cashes since then. I said it at the top of the stream. I'm going to say it again. He is my call for Breakout Player of the Year.
The unicorn.
And I don't even know what's going to happen in this event yet.
Donnie, we need an interview on the podcast with him. I want to learn more about Miles Mullally. Bouchon, meanwhile, raising it up.
I do want to say quickly on Knep, he wrote to us, came to visit Burning Man, got stuck in San Fran.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's pretty much how he got here.
I believe it. I believe it.
Does that look?
Came over from Germany, went to Burning Man, ends up in San Fran as a software engineer, and The rest is history.
Gunners here is going to defend from the big blind.
No, not at all. You know, it doesn't.
You have to put the.
No, he is under the gun.
I'm big blind. Oh, because you. I'm sorry. He raised.
Queens, I mean, I don't hate the min raise. I like it. I think that's the way that I would probably lean. You also have to consider that, yes, you can look at charts, you can look at solvers, etc., but that will generally give you a baseline, and then you're likely going to have to adjust your play accordingly based on the players that you're playing against, the table that you're at, the situation. I think this table and these players, the way that we've seen things going, a min raise there is perfectly, you know, within line of everything.
Je peux pas faire grand chose tant que je peux pas faire grand chose tant que les short de spamps.
J'ai l'impression qu'il a pas trop envie de jouer.
42.
Knepp going to attack from the small blind here.
Donnie, 8-3 offsuit, of course. Awful hand. Is it still good enough to attack with in this situation?
Well, you're taking a polarized approach, you know. For more middling hands, marginal hands, you know, good but not great, probably going to limp with. And then your raises are probably going to be polarized. Really good or really bad.
Coutinho probably realizing the same thing. Do you like Rayo sizing here, Donnie?
Yeah, go, you know, I think you got to go a little bit larger out of position.
And look at Coutinho here, defending from the big blind. He only has 12 big blinds to start the hand, and all of a sudden here we have 10 million chips in the middle and a whole lot to fight for as Rayo flops a flush draw, which might be crucial for how this hand plays out.
Oh yes, that flop flush draw seems like it'll be the path to victory for Knepp.
My gut says shove.
Yeah, I mean, you only have the 8-high flush draw.
Right.
I mean, you can push off some other hands, you know. Maybe you push a guy off a king.
My thinking is, even if the guy calls with the king, you still have the flush draw.
Well, yeah, if he calls with an ace, you know, you still have a flush draw.
Very good. Very, very good.
You know, anything here is... The only thing you just don't want him to call with is, like, queen jack of clubs, but I think a hand like that probably just gets it in pre-flop.
Right, but that's also why I wasn't really mentioning the ace, because I feel as though a lot of aces would reshove there from the big blind.
Yeah, I mean, Coutinho has played pretty conservative, which I like his style here overall, you know, going back to yesterday as well, so. Just can't see him continuing. He does.
Come on!
Rayo's just a great character for our game. Leading his own chance to his rail, getting him pumped up. Love to see it.
If you're screaming for me, it must be Rayo.
One of the great things about the World Series of Poker, it brings people from all over the world to these final tables.
I'm Rayo, yeah.
Rayo, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to call you the wrong thing. Yes.
It's like the nickname I go by.
Got it.
Your name is Andreas.
Got it.
That's why I don't know if you saw yesterday.
The nickname I usually go by is sexy, but I don't make people call me it. You know what I mean?
Oh, we will from now on.
So that's a nice nickname.
Almost at 1,000 likes. Let's hit 1,000 likes right now. Let's get moving. And of course, we still have our big goal of the summer to hit 500,000 YouTube subscribers. So if you love poker, you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. There's no other way. Well, Ali finds the jacks.
Okay.
50 before the hand. So minus the blinds. Yeah.
Mullally, for a 21-year-old kid, Donnie, so deliberate.
Took up to 50, yeah. So, what was that, 46.8?
Nice start.
Behind.
4 million?
I'm getting some James Mackey vibes from Mullally.
Oh, look at this, Remco.
Oh, wow. Jacks and tens in the mix here. Potential pair over pair clash at this final table, Rayo has 25 big blinds. Let's see how he's going to approach this with 2 10s. Rayo taking his time here. Donnie, pocket 10's not an automatic hand as far as the way you play it.
Mulele opened to a slightly larger size than what we've been seeing so far. He made it 2.5x. Rayo's gonna come with a 3-bet here. 10.2 million. So Mulele coming in 2.5x on his raise. Knep about 2.5x the original raise. And now Coutinho picks up ace-king behind. Coutinho only has 10 big blinds. Almost 11 big blinds. Oh, wow.
Donnie, is this best case scenario for Rayo?
Like 32.
It could be, in a way, it could also be worst case scenario for Mulele.
Right.
Like, he could end up somehow getting away from these jacks. I'm not sure he will, but there is a path for it now.
That's a sort of a wrinkle I hadn't even considered. I was just thinking jacks versus ace king. Let's go. We're going to get this all in. Rayo's going to get away from his 10s, but I hadn't even considered yet how strong it's going to look when Coutinho moves in over the top.
And Coutinho's been playing relatively snug yesterday and today. So, you know, your jacks are great, of course, but they look a little bit less great when you immediately get 3-bet and then the guy behind you is what we think is going to 4-bet all in here. So this is a very fun hand, exciting one.
Ladies and gentlemen, give us some predictions in the chat. What's going to happen here? I think we can all sort of get a little bit of a sense for what Coutinho's going to do, but then we have 2 players with big pocket pairs and big decisions to make.
17 million.
17 million, only 400K left behind. We still have 3 more players left to act behind.
Is this one of those weird spots if we were to see Mulele go all in, Knep go all in, would Coutinho fold to get the pay jump? I don't know.
Wow, those jacks are gone in a heartbeat.
See? Here we go.
And Rayo makes the call. Mulele's going to see that his jacks would have actually been ahead. We've got an absolutely massive showdown on our hands.
Mulele getting rid of the jacks. There's a ton of aggression behind you.
Well done, Donnie, spotting that.
The 21-year-old kid there, Mulele, Rye boxing club. He's going to go over and his rail.
Coutinho took his jacket off. He's feeling hot.
Rayo asked Mulele if he had an ace. He said no and didn't want to say anything further.
Here comes the flop. Oh, there it is, third card, 9-8-3. For a second, I thought we had a 2-card flop going. 10's still in the lead here. Ronnie, if you're Mulele, are you feeling a little upset here? Deuce on the turn, as the jacks would have still been way ahead. Nice for an ace on the river. Rayo, of course, doesn't want to see that. The river card. We're tearing down the set. What is going on here?
Sorry.
Coutinho eliminated in 7th place. It is absolute chaos.
Good support. Sorry guys.
The Brazilian hero takes home $222,000 as the final 6 are guaranteed to $287,000. Rayo beat
Oh my God.
massive hand.
Rayo! You know, it's no longer, you are the problem. I am the problem now.
The set is coming apart.
We have the money to pay for it.
Wow, this thing got out of control real quick.
Somebody needs to tell these guys the set design is currently not in the state. Okay?
Right.
So like, go.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm not going to step on it again. Sorry, man.
Rayo, we're gonna withhold a few $1,000s from Rayo for destroying our set.
I know. It's like, sorry, where's my payout? It's only 100,000.
Rayo already joking about the fact that there might be some withholding.
32, 34.
The Jacks fold though, Donnie, seems pretty good, pretty strong.
I mean, it's really hard when you have that aggression behind you.
I love it.
Specifically Coutinho, who probably at the bottom of Coutinho's range there is the ace-king off.
Oh yeah? You got me? What are you at, Jacks? No fucking way. Sorry, man.
Smirnov grabbing an Advil or a Tylenol perhaps to...
yeah,
you just heard.
Oh yeah, that tournament runs very different.
Tell Knepp that he had Jacks. And
I'm obviously ready.
Knepp apologizes.
Wow.
You need to apologize.
Holy
to
shit. Don't even want to think about that part. You probably want to think about that.
If you're enjoying this absolute mess of a final table so far, let's get to 1,500 likes here during the upcoming hand. The only reason I asked for it is because more people will see the stream. Probably some giveaways later on.
Next time, get your cards right.
But it seems as though chat is largely agreeing on the fact that the Jacks do end up in the muck. 8 p.m. Eastern, don't miss out. $2.3 million on the line at that final table.
Are the blinds up?
Next 10, I guess.
A great one as well.
Yeah, I mean, all right, where's the floor?
Next 10, I guess.
I mean, why don't we announce it's one table? I mean.
Well, we already dealt this hand.
Yeah, I mean,
we already dealt the hand. Yeah.
Sure. I'm just saying, what? Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I did something else. So.
You come after my blind, Rayo.
No. I'm sorry, Paul. I was like, it's like I look at the clock. I mean, this is paying this.
The table folded already, bro.
Action folds to Ribouchon, who finds 8s in the small blind. Things are going well for the Frenchman.
He limps in, and Knepp is in the big with King 5 off. Ribouchon started this hand 22 big blinds, and Knepp has him covered by a little bit.
Ribouchon, by the way, has 3 summers worth of World Series of Poker cashes, but has not had a breakout score yet. But that, of course, is changing right now. His biggest score to date financially at the WSOP was a min cash in last year's main event. His largest win by prize money was actually a deep stack win in October of 2021. Ribouchon has been knocking on the door, making plenty of runs in large field no limit events, but this one, of course, is going to be the one to remember.
Could see a limp jam here from Ribouchon after Knepp raises to 6 million. There is the all-in. Well played here from Ribouchon. A little bit of posturing here from Knepp. I wouldn't expect him to call this, but you know, can't let your opponents just get it over too easy on you.
Donnie, how do you feel about Rayo deciding to attack here instead of taking the free flop?
I think it's fine to attack there. I mean, you could also just check behind and play the flop. He does give it up. And the Frenchman takes it down.
Yeah, the Frenchman is getting richer and richer as he is slowly but surely making his way towards Plessuv. Ribuchon now second in chips with 26 big blinds. Of course, you know, still a bit of a gap to be closed, but being second in chips must feel like a bit of a psychological advantage versus his German opponent that is sitting on his left. That energy. There is literally nothing like going deep in a big tournament. You can play all the cash games you want, you can play all the online games you want, but going deep in a live tournament, having chips in front of you, is just a special feeling. Rayo here, ace-jack offsuit on the button. We're five-handed in the Million Maker, in case you're just tuning in. The action has been wild, and it will get even crazier as the top two players are guaranteed to take home at least $1 million. Plessuv here finds ace-jack offsuit as well. Donnie, given Plessuv's streak of aggressive moves, Rayo could be in trouble here.
Look at this. He's going to just move it all in.
Wow.
Just absolute max aggression from Plessuv. And if you're Rayo, I mean, even if you think you have the best hand, you just can't call because of Smirnov's stack. Even Gunnis has a shorter stack than you. I mean,
wow. I mean, wow.
Listen, I always say you don't stand up and fold. So. Rayo going to stand up twice.
All right, this is a big one.
Does that mean he's going to call? Wow! Oh, wow! Here we go!
Wow! Oh my God!
What's you two have
Главное, чтобы не черный флоп.
I'm surprised he called.
Dude, you got to give Rayo so much respect here.
What flop you want?
Because he knows Plessuv was able to do this with much worse.
You want
We got to get Rayo a shirt.
Making me sweat over there.
Rayo is not poor, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a call from Rayo. I know this is chop. It doesn't look very exciting, but hey, we still got 5 cards to come here. 10, 4, deuce, 2 hearts. Plessuv with the ace of hearts.
Always a sweat.
Да нет, chop.
Even runner.
Oh!
Here we go!
Plessuv cannot help but laugh. He's one heart away from sending Rayo to the rail. What a disaster this would be for the German. Let's see the river card. Oh, it's the 6 of spades.
Rayo, you can breathe, sir.
Oh, man.
Get the heart going a little bit, huh?
You have to work for that one.
Oh, God. Is that a good call?
Wow.
I still can't believe he called.
No, I cannot believe it either. What an insane situation. For him to call it off with an ace-jack.
Making me sweat.
Even chops not easy, right?
Huh?
Even chops are not easy,
No.
right?
Always when
man.
you short stack,
Nothing's
no?
easy.
When you short stack, they never easy. When you're shorter stack.
This thing is mental.
How much you got, right?
Absolutely mental.
A lot still, right?
No, I mean, I lost 55, 56. But I lost a lot. I lost 1 year of my life because of this guy.
Everyone here guaranteed 500,000. Next up is 650,000. 2 spots away from a 7-figure score. Top 2 spots are going to be walking away millionaires in this record-setting WSOP Millionaire Maker.
Ask me questions.
$500,000 guaranteed for the final 4.
30, 38,
Paul Gunnis
40.
got off to a hot start at this final table, secured himself a place in the final 4. He is now our short stack with 18 big blinds. Donnie, looking at the stacks right now, things could calm down a little bit. We have a little bit more play.
Yeah, they could calm down a little bit. I mean, I expect Plessuv to continue with his aggression, you know, selective aggression, but a little bit more aggressive than the other players at the table, really trying to leverage his position. Ribuchon limps the small blind here, fresh off that elimination of Smirnov. Knep's got ace-6 off in the big. He's going to raise. Makes it 6 million. Ribuchon quickly folds his hand, and Rayo takes this one down. Shows just the 6 of clubs. We are sending 3 annual subscribers to the PGT Championship, excuse me. $1 million free roll. Join now or upgrade. If you are a monthly or a quarterly subscriber to PokerGo, you can also upgrade to an annual plan. Head on over to PokerGo.com. Use that promo code DREAM30 to save yourself $30 on a new annual subscription. You'll get entered into that raffle. You can watch today's 25K PLO High Roller. You can watch the main event that's coming up in about a week or so. No better time than now. And yesterday we announced next round of high stakes duel. Daniel Negreanu versus Doug Polk, exclusively on PokerGo. $200,000 match there. That's going to take place at some time in August. But if you pick up an annual subscription now, of course, you're covered in August.
So there you go. In August, Negreanu versus Polk, high stakes duel, playing for 200K. Queen 9 here for Rayo. He limps in, and Plesov decides to attack right away.
I find this is a very interesting spot to attack for Plesov because you just saw Rayo clearly is like willing to go for it.
7 total.
Knep does make the call here. He does have a dominating position on this hand. He'll have to play out of position, though, to his opponent. 9-8-7. Interesting flop here. Rayo flopping top pair with backdoor spades. Plesov flopping the bottom end of an open-ended straight draw. Check, check on the flop. 5 on the turn. That does give the chip leader Plesov the straight.
Lots of chips in the middle here. 16 million is going to really be a huge swing to Rayo's stack if he's unable to find a way to win this. But I cannot see Plesov ever letting go of his straight. There's no creativity big enough to make him get out from under this. The chop is the best thing he can hope for.
How much?
7.5 million.
7.5 million is the bet. Looks like Kniep is going to come along again and make the call here. Wow, this pot is really starting to build. River card to deuce of spades. That's not going to make a difference here. And Plesov in a tremendous situation to extend his chip lead here. Let's see what he's going to come with.
I think any sizing is fair game here, anywhere from a smaller sizing, maybe trying to just get called, lock up some value, versus playing for all of it, because Rayo does not have that much more than a pot size bet behind. He's got 36.9 million behind. There is 31 million in the pot.
How do you read Rayo's range here from Plesov's perspective? Like, how is he going to target that range, and how is he going to extract the most value? It's going to come with 18 million.
Looks like it's 17 or 18 million, so 18 million, so a little bit over half pot. I mean, here you have to try and size it where you can get called by one pair hands.
This is for, basically half of Rayo's remaining stack here on the river. Donnie, how much will the elation... Oh my God, he makes the call, and he is way off the mark here. As Pleshuv shows his straight, Rayo was ready to slam top pair into his face. Meanwhile, he gets to slam it into the muck. Pavel Pleshuv up to 132 million chips.
Rayo did table his hand there, so the table and Pleshuv got to see that he did call with top pair, queen nine of spades on that board. I feel like that is Pleshov's aggression so far playing into his hands, because Rayo, I think, is like been willing to call him light. I think we saw it with the ace-jack. I think we saw it there. Like, this guy's going to try and push me around. And that one broke very much Pleshov's way, and he was able to get that call on the river.
Donnie, the theory I was just going to throw at you before Rayo made the call is, do you think that Rayo is more likely to call because it seemed as though getting to the final four made him so sort of elated and relaxed that he's in this mode of like, I don't know, let's just go for it?
Yeah, I mean, at some point in the tournament, you kind of have it in your mind like, okay, this is the top point in the tournament where I'm going to be trying to ladder up. I'm going to play a little bit more cautiously. Then oftentimes you get to a point in the tournament where it's like, okay, time to play for the win, which I think it seems like Rayo decided four-handed. We locked up $500,000. Let's try and go for it now.
Wow. All of a sudden, Rayo Kniep down to 9 big blinds.
I like it.
Pleshuv's rail is studying their chance.
These two cards. These two cards.
Rayo really needing all the energy he can get right now, as Pleshuv again wakes up with the playable hand. King 10 of hearts. He's going to, again, come in for a race. Sitting on a whopping 146 million chips, 73 big blinds, and 57% of all the chips in play. Ooh, ace-5 off, Donnie.
Could go in here. He's short enough.
All right, here we go. Rayo is going to commit his chips with ace-5 offsuit.
Let's go!
Pleshuv with king 10 of hearts. Don't think he's going to fold this one. Yeah, he does make the call. Rayo in the lead here.
I'm ahead.
But it is a coin flip. Ace-5 versus king 10. Do we want to see a Rayo comeback? Let me know in the chat what you think. Or do you want to bring this thing down to three-handed play? Here comes the flop. Ace-7 deuce. Rayo takes a commanding lead here. Still needs to fade running cards.
What do I have to fade?
Turn card is the queen of clubs. Pleshuv now with 4 outs to send the German to the rail.
Rayo gonna have a conversation with the dealer here before he puts out this river card.
Always the same guy too.
Here's the river. It is the 9 of diamonds, and Rayo Kniep is going to double up. Four-handed action will continue. Tremendous stuff there from Rayo Kniep.
You have 2 horses. You have 2 horses, man.
And 1 million small. How much do you have now, Rayo?
Double the one I had before, I guess. 26 maybe? I don't know. I would assume
This
26.
does really change the dynamics once again.
12 and a half, right? So.
It's no longer as easy to get it all in there for Rayo. 13 big blinds. He has a few more decisions to make here. And he finds pocket aces.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
The magic worked.
What was the first card? Ace?
5.
5?
So there was a lot of help coming for the second card.
I don't think he's looked yet. How do you regain your composure right now? Look at that big sigh, facing a raise. Donnie, is slow playing an option here?
I mean, it is an option, but
Sorry, guys. Just need to figure out how much I have.
You're good.
24, 26,
I
27.
think you just play your hand accordingly, raise it up. Oh, look at that.
There we go. He does make the call. And Plesu finds ace deuce in the big blind. Donnie, could we see perhaps some pressure applied here?
Look at this.
Oh, wow, he moves all in.
Obviously going to knock out Ribuchon, but...
Put the cameras out. Put the cameras out!
Oh, my.
Donnie.
A little bit of a slow roll there, but doing it for the entertainment purposes.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that is a big play with the Karma Gods. Are we going to see diamonds here, Donnie, because of that slow roll?
Oh, my God. You can't make up this shit, man. You can't make up this shit.
This final table just keeps delivering more and more good moments. Let's see the flop here as Rayo is once again at risk. Oh my God, 3, 5, 10.
Always the sweat.
Wheel draw for Rayo, or sorry, for Plesu to send Rayo to the rail potentially. Once again, the dealer gets a talking to. Oh, there's 60 million chips in the middle. This is massive.
It's a spade, though. It's a spade.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
It's a spade. Rayo has the ace of spades.
I mean, so far, the aces are cracked right now as it stands. Ace is cracked. Spades are still alive for Rayo, or else we're down to the final 3. River card. What is it? It's a 7, and the run is over for Rayo Kniep. His aces get cracked. The show is over. The pink hats will exit the room.
That's a brutal bit.
I tip my cap to you, Rayo Kniep. What an entertaining showing at this final table. He finds aces to get way back into this battle, Donnie. 60 million in the middle. What a brutal way to go out. Rayo Kniep collects $500,000 for finishing in 4th place. And the final 3 now all guaranteed, $650,000. The pay jump right now is absolutely disgusting, as the top 2 are guaranteed at least $1 million.
So now we have that situation that I alluded to earlier where Plesu has a massive chip lead, Remco. 64% of the chips in play. Out of the next 2 pay jumps, this one is the biggest.
Yep.
350,000 to get to $1 million score. So I expect Pavel Plesov is going to be max aggression, max leverage.
Rayo Kniep still all smiles, thanking the crowd, exiting the stage. What a competitor, and what a showman.
He was certainly fun.